What if I told you money isn't what you think it is? It's not the cash in your wallet. It's not even the numbers in your bank account. It's a story, one written by those who control belief. Because money, at its core, isn't backed by gold, goods, or guarantees. It's backed by trust, and that trust is being tested. You live in a world where entire economies rise and fall at the push of a button, where new money appears out of thin air, and where your freedom is traded for financial convenience. This isn't a conspiracy. It's the code of the money matrix. A system designed to keep you working, borrowing, and believing, while the rules quietly change behind the curtain. Section 1. Origins. The first code. 1 o'clock to 2:30. Visual. Ancient coins and traders fade into early banks and gold vaults. Narrator. Thousands of years ago, trade was simple. You exchanged value for value, a goat for grain, silver for silk. But as society expanded, carrying metal became cumbersome. So, banks emerged. They held your gold and issued paper notes as proof of ownership. Those notes' receipts became money itself. At first, every note could be traded back for gold. But, over time, people stopped redeeming them. The paper became the value, and the first illusion of the money matrix was born. That paper itself had power. Section 2. The rise. Control through credit to 32-430. Visual. Early stock exchanges. 1900s industrial cities. The creation of the Federal Reserve. Narrator. In 1913, the United States created the Federal Reserve, the most powerful financial institution in the world. Its mission, stability. Its method, control. The Fed could now create money by issuing debt. Every new dollar entered existence as a loan with interest. That meant the system required perpetual borrowing to survive. The economy grew, but so did dependence. Banks profited from lending what they didn't truly have, and governments discovered they could finance wars, projects, and promises with freshly created money. And in 1971, President Richard Nixon ended the gold standard, cutting the final link between money and any physical backing. From that moment on, money became pure belief, a digital abstraction sustained only by trust in the system. Section 3. Breaking point. When trust cracks. 4:30 to 6 o'clock visual. 1970s oil crisis. 2008 financial crash. News clips of inflation. Narrator. But every illusion has limits. Printing money created short-term prosperity, but long-term instability. Inflation rose, savings lost value, and debt became a way of life. In 2008, the illusion almost shattered. Banks gambled with imaginary wealth, and when it collapsed, governments printed trillions more to rescue them. The rich recovered. They poured it in tea. The game continued, but the rules had changed again. Section 4. Fallout and failed fixes. 6 o'clock to 7:30. Visual. Protest footage. Inequality graphs. Digital money interfaces. Narrator. Today, global debt exceeds $300 trillion. A number so vast it can never truly be repaid. The system now depends on constant expansion. More loans, more spending, more printing, and as technology evolved, the money matrix evolved with it. Credit cards, online banking, and now central bank digital currencies. CBDCs promise convenience, but at a price: total visibility and control. Every transaction tracked, every purchase programmable. The question isn't whether money is real. It is who controls the reality behind it. Section 5. Modern parallels and patterns. 7:30 to 8:30. Visual. Charts showing inflation. Clips of Bitcoin. People paying with smartphones. Narrator. In 2020, during the global pandemic, governments printed over 40% of all US dollars ever created in 1 year. The result: soaring prices, vanishing savings, and wealth flowing upward at record speed. People turned to crypto, thinking it was freedom. But even digital currencies are being absorbed back into the system, regulated, centralized, and watched. History doesn't repeat itself. It upgrades its software. Conclusion takeaways. Warning. Call to action 8:30 to 10 o'clock visual. A city skyline dissolving into streams of binary code. Narrator. So what can we learn from all this? Takeaway 1. Money isn't valued. It's a story. The moment people stop believing, the system shakes. Takeaway 2. Debt is the oxygen of the money matrix. As long as we depend on borrowed money, control remains elsewhere. Takeaway 3. True financial power comes not from playing harder, but from understanding the game itself. Narrator quietly. The matrix doesn't need to hide. It only needs you not to look. But once you understand how it works, you start seeing the patterns everywhere. In politics, markets, and your own paycheck. The question is, will you keep playing by its rules, or start writing your own? Visual. The $ flickers into binary code, then fades to black. Narrator. Final line. If this opened your eyes, hit like. Share it with someone who still thinks money is real. And subscribe for more stories that decode the systems shaping our world. Fade out. Inside the money matrix.